It's July 1518 in Strasbourg, France. A woman steps into the street and starts dancing uncontrollably. She doesn't stop. Hours turn into days. Soon, dozens join her, dancing until they collapse. This isn't a festival nor a celebration. It's a nightmare. Welcome to the dancing plague of 1518, one of history's strangest mysteries. What caused hundreds of people to dance to their deaths? Was it poison, madness, or something supernatural? Let's dive into this bizarre tale and uncover the truth. It's 1518, and Strasbourg is a bustling city in the Holy Roman Empire, now modern-day France. The Renaissance is dawning, but life here is tough. Famine, disease, and superstition grip the region. The Black Death still haunts memories, and people believe in curses, demons, and divine punishment. Strasbourg streets are packed with merchants, farmers, and clergy, all living under the shadow of a volatile economy and rigid social order. Life was precarious. Crop failures meant starvation. Syphilis and smallpox were rampant, and the Catholic Church held immense power. Picture yourself in Strasbourg. You're hungry, scared of disease, and every storm feels like a sign from above. Now, imagine seeing someone dancing in the streets and they don't stop. In July 1518, a woman named Frau Truffia stepped out of her home and began to dance. She twirled and jumped for hours. Neighbors watched puzzled. Was she possessed? By day 2 she was still dancing even though her feet was bleeding. She couldn't stop. By the end of the week, 34 others had joined her, caught in the same uncontrollable frenzy. Within a month, the number swelled to over 400. Men and women, young and old, dancing day and night. Some collapsed from exhaustion. Others suffered heart attacks or strokes. Reports say dozens died, their bodies giving out under the relentless movement. The city's leaders were baffled. This wasn't a party. Think about it, 400 people dancing non-stop, some dropping dead in the streets and no one knew why. The town council was freaking out, and they needed answers fast. So, what did they do? Well, they made things weirder. Strasbourg's leaders turned to physicians and priests for answers. Their diagnosis: the dancers were cursed by Saint Vitus, a saint believed to punish sinners with uncontrollable movement. Their solution was bizarre: encourage more dancing. They built wooden stages, hired musicians, and even paid professional dancers to join in, hoping to dance out the curse. But it backfired. The music seemed to make things worse, drawing more people into the frenzy. Some accounts say the city banned music to stop the spread, but it was too late. Others were sent to a shrine of Saint Vitus on a hilltop, forced to pray and wear red shoes blessed with holy water. Slowly, over weeks, the dancing tapered off, but not before leaving a trail of bodies and questions. They thought more dancing would fix this. That's like throwing gasoline on a fire. But this wasn't just a bad decision. It hints at how desperate and superstitious people were. So, what caused this madness? Let's dig into the theories. Historians and scientists have debated the dancing plague for centuries. Here are the top theories. Ergot poisoning. One popular theory points to ergot, a fungus that grows on rye, a staple crop in Strasbourg. Ergot contains chemicals like LSD, which can cause hallucinations, convulsions, and muscle spasms. In 1518, a wet summer could have led to ergot-tainted bread. Eating it might have triggered the dancing. But here's the catch. Ergot poisoning usually causes vomiting and seizures, not coordinated dancing. Could it affect 400 people the same way? Mass psychogenic illness. Another theory is mass psychogenic illness, or mass hysteria. In times of extreme stress, groups can share psychological symptoms. The dancing may have started with one person, like Frau Truffia, and spread through suggestion, like a contagious panic attack. Strasbourg's tense atmosphere was a perfect breeding ground. But why dancing, specifically? Religious fervor or ritual. Some historians think the dancers were part of a religious sect or caught up in apocalyptic fervor. Saint Vitus was linked to dance-like rituals, and some believed dancing could ward off divine punishment. Could this have been a voluntary act that spiraled out of control? But remember, many dancers clearly suffered and died. Supernatural beliefs. In 1518, many believed demons or curses caused the plague. The Saint Vitus theory fed into this, with some claiming the dancers were possessed. While we dismiss this today, it shaped how the city responded, blending fear and faith. It sounds plausible, but mass hysteria feels closer to the mark. Imagine the panic, the fear, the crowd feeding off each other's energy. It's creepy how our minds can do that. Which theory do you think makes sense? Drop it in the comments.